This door furniture has seen better days. All the lacquer's come off and the brass has gone really dull. So instead of buying new ones, what we're going to do is we're going to polish these with some metal polish, and then we're going to lacquer them using some lacquer from a car body shop. Before we polish the doorknob up, we're going to split it down to its component parts. So it's just a case of removing the circlip there on the back using some circlip pliers. So I've just got a spring there and a clip to put back later on. So now we've split them up like that, it's a lot easier to polish them, obviously. So I've got a clean cloth here, and I'm just going to put some metal polish on the cloth. And then we can start to clean the knob. As you can see, this knob's really dirty, so it's going to take quite a lot of cleaning. The finger plate will hopefully be easier to clean. So you can see there that it is starting to polish up. To speed the process up, we're going to use a polishing disc in a cordless drill, and we're just going to put some metal polish on here and then continue polishing the knob, which should clean it up, and then we can lacquer it. So we're just going to cover it now with some metal polish, and then we're going to buff it off using the buffer in the drill. It's important when you use a buffer like this that you have control over the actual drill. So don't use one that you can lock on, just use one that you can control with your finger. We've got the doorknob in reasonable condition now, but we will polish that a bit more later on. So I'm just going to start on the finger plate now. Now I have tried polishing this with some metal polish, and it won't actually bring it off because it's still lacquered there. So what we're going to have to do is strip the lacquer off. So in order to get the lacquer off, we're going to use some rubbing compound, which is what they use in car body shops. So if we just give it a good rub with that, it should bring off all the lacquer, and then we can polish it, and then we can lacquer it later on. This is a lot more abrasive than metal polish. And as you can see, almost instantly it's bringing off the lacquer. And you can see that it has brought the lacquer off there. So I'll just continue cleaning that with derubbing compound, and then we'll give it a good polish later on. So we've given these a good polish now. We're just going to use a clean rag and just buff them up a little bit more. And you can see a massive difference there from when we started. So now we've polished the finger plate, we're going to give it a spray with some clear lacquer. And this is the kind of stuff that they use on cars. So all you need to do is give it a good shake and just read the instructions before you use it. And we're just going to give it a light coating because we don't want any runs on it. And I've actually lifted the finger plate up off the work surface so it doesn't stick to the work surface. So we're just going to give it a light coating now. And then the same with the back plates. And then the same with the knob. So we're just going to leave those now for 15-20 minutes and then we're going to give them another light coating. When you've finished using an aerosol like this, it's important to turn it upside down and spray it so that the nozzle doesn't block for the next time when you come to use it. So we've waited 15 minutes now, so we're just going to give everything another spray and then we're going to leave it until tomorrow. When you finish using the spray, always turn it upside down and give it a good spray, and that'll stop the nozzle from blocking. So we've waited 24 hours now, and as you can see the lacquer has actually dried on these, so they're ready now just for refitting back on the doors that they came off originally. And then all we have to do with the doorknob is put it back together, and then we can fix that back onto the door.